Hey you guys, welcome back. So today I've got my coffee cold brewed because pretty much everything is cold right now. Woke up yesterday, it was about 70 degrees, and today it was 28. Welcome to Houston, Texas area. Yay! So today I want to talk about being complacent in the office and why it is that I push so hard about scheduling and, doing bullet journals or whatever and putting things on a calendar. It's because without a list showing exactly what it is you need to accomplish that day, it's often very easy to kind of brush it aside and just ignore it and not get things done, which then causes a complacency when it comes to your job or at home. I dealt with that today specifically. I mentioned in my video crap week, which I will put at the top of the screen for you. I mentioned in that video that I was having issues with my cat. My cat needs to be put down. So I have been attempting to contact the vet clinic for a couple of weeks and not getting responses. Finally got a phone call this morning and the guy on the phone literally was asking me whether or not I got my question answered. When you work for a company, you should have phone logs of whether or not someone was called back and what came of that. That is part of the complacency that happens when you don't keep track of things and properly communicate within the office. So that also happens even at home office. I have to make sure that I constantly communicate with the people who are in the physical office. Same thing just as a household. If there's two heads of household, both people need to be communicating, and both heads of household need to be communicating with the smaller humans running around as well. These kinds of things are so important to keep business going. That's why it's so important to make sure that you take care of yourself, to make sure that you're taking care of your team, to make sure that everybody's on the same page, to make sure that that communication is open, that everybody understands what the goals are, everybody knows what is expected and what the deadline is. For phone calls for a company, you should ideally return calls same day, especially if the person called with enough time. It should all have kind of run smoothly. If things aren't running smoothly in any business, whether it's a personal business or a larger business, it's always important to kind of reevaluate that and make sure that you see where you're spending your time. So again, part of the reason to keep a schedule and to write down your goals and tasks for the day is to make sure that all these things are getting done and to see what you are prioritizing and what you're not. I know I toot the horn of constantly scheduling and keeping track of all stuff, but there's reasons because it works. Try to make sure that you see where your time is going so you can prioritize where that stuff goes. Trying to deal with companies that are not properly organized is so frustrating. And then it makes it so that they probably won't have a large client base for much longer. So make sure that you are not getting complacent in your position, whether you are a teacher or a businessman or somebody who works from home or somebody who doesn't work but manages other humans. Do not get complacent in your job. That is the worst possible thing you can do because then you have no drive to actually show up and get anything done. Stay motivated, get your stuff done today. Give me a list of some of the things you have done today. Let's go over that together. I would love to see what it is that you guys focus your time on. Let's see it down in the comments. I'll post some of mine too, and I will see you guys on the next Meet Mike and Monday.